Hello everybody and welcome to your Twist and Flow yoga practice. So this one is a really nice fluid flow. I want you to just kind of embrace the movements. Feel free to kind of adapt in your own way. Lots of yummy twists in here to give us a gorgeous cleanse and release our digestive system. So hop into something comfy, make sure you've got some space around you, and we are good to go. So whenever you're ready, we're going to start at the top ends of our mat. So feet hip distance apart, knees nice and soft. Take a big shoulder roll. Allow the shoulders to settle away from the ears. Have a little fidget. Get all of those wriggles out of the way. And then delicately close your eyes. Take a moment to ground down. To take a breath. To bring yourself into this present moment that we are sharing together. To be aware of your feet grounding down into the mat, the strength coming up from the earth into your body. Being aware of the space through the chest, around heart center, into the lungs, the tummy. And being aware of the rhythm of your breath, noticing the path of the breath, the speed of the breath, the warmth. Take it all in. And then when you're ready, we start to move. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up, flutter the eyes open as you reach up towards the ceiling. Take an exhale here. And then inhale, twist, left arm back, right arm forwards. Exhale up through center the other way. Inhale, right arm back, left arm forwards. Exhale up through center. And again. So our first twists of the practice, keeping the shoulders away from the ears and the hips square to the top of the mats. And then let's bring both arms all the way up. Exhale, open the arms wide, dive yourself down to our standing forward fold. Bend those knees slightly, let the head and shoulders completely hang here, maybe even take a little sway. Then we ground down through the left hand, straighten the right leg, bend the left, and the right arm comes up to the ceiling. A twist here as well. Draw the belly to the spine, looking up towards the right hand, shifting that weight forwards. Now let's switch. Bring the right hand down, bend your right knee, left arm comes up, open through heart center, draw the belly in, activate through the tummy here, and then gently bring both hands down, grounding down through both hands, bend the knees, find your way back to a downward facing dog. Our first one of the practice, maybe take a little fidget, a hip twist, a knee bend, whatever feels good for you. Maybe a few rounds of lion breath, breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And then we start to ripple, lift both heels, ripple the body forwards to a high plank, and then bend the knees, lead with the hips as you come back to your downward facing dog. Exhale, shifting the weight forwards, bend the knees, coming all the way back, downward facing dog. One more time, shifting the weight through, leading it all the way back, downward facing dog. Pause here. Bending both knees, coming down onto the ground. Uncurl the toes, finding a child's pose when you're ready. Sinking the bottom back, forehead bows down to the ground. Take a beautiful breath here. And then thread the needle. Right arm goes underneath the left. Right ear coming down towards the ground. Really planting that left hand here. Feeling that wonderful twist, that gorgeous stretch through the shoulder, the upper back as well. And then come back through center. Right hand grounds down. Left hand goes under. Thread the needle. Left ear is coming down towards the earth if you can. A beautiful breath as we ring out through the waist here, through the torso. Come back through to center, lifting the bottom, tucking the toes under, finding that downward facing dog once again. This time find some stillness if you can, tilting the tailbone high, easing the chest through. From here, we're going to ground down through the right foot, lift the left leg up, bending the left knee, stacking the hips one on top of the other, looking underneath the left arm here. Now we're going to shift the weight through as we bring our left knee towards our right elbow. We're in high plank. Come back up into that three-legged downward facing dog with the hip open, looking underneath the left arm. And then again, this time shifting the weight forwards, left knee to right elbow, We're going to straighten the left leg, pop it down onto the ground underneath the right arm. Pivot onto the outside edge of your right foot and lift your right arm up to the ceiling. A fallen star here. Ground down through that left hand. Reach those hips up as high as you can. And then bringing the right hand down. The left knee comes back through to the chest and we step back to a downward facing dog. Have a pedal out if you want to. Whatever feels right for you here. And then slowly come back into that ripple. Shift the weight forwards, high plank, bend the knees, lead back with the hips. Rippling the body weight forwards, high plank, bend the knees, lead back with the hips. One more time, shift the weight through and then ripple it all the way back. Carefully bending the knees, uncurl the toes, finding a child's pose once again when you're ready. Turning the palms of the hands over, face up towards the ceiling, a sign of surrender. Take a beautiful breath, open the knees maybe a little bit wider, releasing any tension through the pelvis, through the hips. In your time, palms of the hands come down, we lift the bottom, tuck the toes under, find our downward facing dog for some stillness once again. Grounding down through the left foot, the right leg now sweeps up. We bend the knee, stack the hips, look underneath the right arm, and then bring the right knee through towards left elbow as we shift our weight to a high plank. Again, take the right leg up, open the hips, looking underneath the right arm, try not to collapse into the left, and then coming back through to center. Right knee to left elbow, straighten the right leg, it goes on the floor underneath the left arm. We pivot onto the outside of the left foot as we reach the left arm up, our fallen star here, strong, open. And then bringing the left hand back down and stepping the right foot back, downward facing dog. From here, taking as many steps as you need, walk the feet all the way in towards your hands, standing forward fold, let everything drop, let everything go. And then chin on the chest, rebuild, restack, come all the way up to standing. Inhale, bring those hands up. Find our prayer pose here as we slide the hands down through heart center. Shifting the weight onto your right leg, lifting the left knee to hip height, and then opening up into our warrior three as we take the left leg back, reach the arms down by your sides, body parallel towards the ground. Strong here as we find our balance, feel into all of those wobbles. And then we're going to bring the hands back to prayer at heart center. Bend into the right knee as you step back into your high lunge. Lift the chest first and then twisting left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So really press that left elbow into the right knee. Push the palms of the hands together. Pressing that left heel away from you. Keeping that back leg as straight as you can. Another powerful twist here. Coming back through to center and then opening yourself out to a warrior two. Find that strength, that stability, that power here. We then straighten the right leg, slide the right arm forwards, finding a triangle pose. Both legs straight, gazing up towards the left hand. From here, bring your left hand down to meet the right. Place the left hand on the floor if you can without changing the legs. And then open the right arm up towards the ceiling or maybe to the wall. A gorgeous twist here in our revolved triangle. One last breath here, in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Let's bring that right hand down when you're ready. Bend back into the right leg and windmill those arms up. Find your warrior two once again. shoulders stacked over hips. Wrap the left arm around towards the right hip. Right arm reaches back, a peaceful warrior here as you gaze down towards the left foot. Opening those arms up, straightening both legs, turning the feet to face forwards, parallel now. We hinge forwards from the hips, a wide leg forward fold. This time cross those arms over, reaching towards opposite leg, maybe the shins, maybe the thighs, maybe the ankles, and fold the body forwards. Try and shift your weight into the balls of the feet, not the heels. Let the head and shoulders fold over here and use that crossed arm positioning to get a wonderful release and a cleanse through the chest and an opening through the upper back. Then we're going to bend the knees, and as you come up, I want you to big windmill the arms as you open up and overhead. Release open here as we then open the arms wide. Once again, fold down into your wide leg forward fold. But this time we're going to toe heel those feet in a little bit closer together. Bend the knees and start to shift your weight down towards a yogi squat. Once you get there, ground down through the heels. Press the heels of the hands together. You could sit onto a block here if you need to give you a little bit more support, or keep your hands grounded. A wonderful moment of stillness here. Lengthening through the spine, feeling the hips opening up, feeling that pull down towards the earth. And then carefully coming onto your bottom, bring the legs together to find a boat pose, taking hold of behind the thighs, roll the shoulders down the back, draw the belly button towards the spine, fire up that core element. From here, reaching those arms into our Kali Mudra, our pistol fingers here. Start to twist side to side with the arms. A little rotation here, a little twist in our boat pose. Quite a strong, powerful posture. Modification, pop your knees down onto the ground if you feel more comfortable. Let's do this twice more. 2 big rotational twists here. And then we're going to hold in center. We cross the legs. Going to find your way over. I'm going to turn my body. So I step back into downward facing dog. I'm now facing the other end of my mat. We take as many steps as you need. Walk the feet all the way in towards the top of the mat. Standing forward fold. Take a little pause here. A beautiful breath. Rolling yourself up to standing, feeling strong, feeling powerful. Sweep those arms up towards the ceiling, hands into prayer, sliding the hands down towards heart center. This time shifting your weight to your left leg, bringing the right knee up in line with the right hip. We then open everything up, finding that warrior 3 on the other side. Lengthen the spine, body parallel to the ground. Feel into all of those wobbles here. Bringing the hands to prayer, bending into the left knee as you step the right foot back. Lift the chest. Find your high lunge first. Fidget if you need to. Right elbow then comes across towards the left knee on the outside of the left knee. Press the palms of the hands together, grounding down through the ball of the right foot as you press the right heel away from you. Feel that powerful twist through the torso. Coming back through center, ground down through the left leg, and then open yourself up to your warrior 2 as you pop the right heel down. Gaze over the left hand. Strong, stable, steady. Straightening the left leg, sliding the left arm forwards, finding your triangle pose, gazing up towards the right hand. Draw the belly button in, feel that power. Bringing the right hand down, maybe to a block or maybe to the ground. Keeping both legs straight, the left arm now opens up. Maybe it only comes to the side or possibly all the way up to the ceiling. Just see, explore, notice where you can get to here. And then carefully bringing that left hand back down to the ground. Bend into the left knee as you windmill those arms all the way up. Find that wonderful warrior 2. Pause, enjoy that pocket moment of stillness. The left arm comes up, right arm wraps across to the left hip, gazing down towards the right foot here. A peaceful warrior, feeling strong, feeling steady. Slowly coming back to your warrior two, straightening both legs, turning the feet parallel to face forwards, finding that wide leg forward fold now, shifting the weight into the toes, grounding down, the right hand in the center, left arm reaches up to the ceiling, feel that twist. Make sure we're not swaying back here and we're keeping our weight even between both legs. Bringing the left hand down. Your right hand now comes up, enjoying that wonderful twist on this side. Don't force the body, only going as far as you feel comfortable. And then slowly bringing that hand back down. See if from here you can take a few rounds of breath to allow the body to come a little bit closer towards the ground, using the exhales as you sigh yourself down. And then take a fold, just pausing here. Can you bring your head down towards the ground or maybe towards a block? Anything that helps you here. You might even like to ground the hands down. Bring the crown of the head onto the floor. Make sure you are feeling stable, strong as you lift both legs up. Finding a headstand, a tripod headstand here. Legs are in a straddle. And then carefully bringing the feet back down towards the ground if you are in your headstand. And then everybody lifts the head slightly. Shift your weight. So you're going to bend the knees, bring your bottom down, use your hands to come onto the ground. And then we straighten those legs as we find our way into a seated straddle. Both arms reaching forwards here. And again, take a few rounds of breath to allow the body to come down towards the ground. From here, another little twist. Keep the right arm there. The left arm threads underneath, bringing the left ear down towards the ground. Ensure those knees aren't rolling forwards. Keep trying to roll those knees back. And then carefully reset. Left hand down. Right arm goes underneath. Right ear sinking down towards the ground. Gazing towards the left foot here. And then carefully coming back through to center. Walk those hands in towards you. Support the legs as you bend the knees, bringing them all the way in. Finding a cross-legged seated posture when you're ready. Resting the hands into the lap, one palm on top of the other, palms of the hands face up. Softly roll the shoulders down the back. Ensure there's no tension through the upper body. And then once you feel happy to do so, find some stillness and close your eyes. Check in. Be aware of your heart rate, your breath, the energy moving through your body here, the space through your chest, the energy through your tummy. We've released all of those blockages through the digestive system. Released any unnecessary tension around the back. And just created some wonderful energy in the body and the mind. Let's place the hands onto the belly. Take a few big rounds of breath here. Breathing in through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. Slowly bringing the hands into prayer close to heart center. Allow the breath to return to a natural rhythm. Allow the body to soften, to ground down. And allow your breath to bring your mind back home. May the light inside of you guide you on your way. Namaste.